Hey everybody, my name is Michael White. I am with Midwest Gaming and TGG, the host of the Brookefield, Wisconsin Regional. I am with
Brendan Engelbretson.
And what did you do today?
I went 7-2 with Skystriker.
Sounds great. Let's get into the deck profile.
Okay. So I was playing hard going second. So I chose to play Jizukiru as my Kaiju because I feel like you need a Kaiju right now. Just because like the Punk deck ends on 2 unaffected monsters, and Adagnister is a deck that is super good and you cannot out their boss. And I chose to play this one because it's the biggest Kaiju and you can win if you're stealing. Then for hand traps, I just went 3 Ash, 3 Nib. Shout out to Joey Misquick for telling me to play this awful Yu-Gi-Oh card. I hate this card, it's terrible. But Ash is good. Every time you resolve this card, you win. That's like it for the stapley stuff for monsters. I played 3 Ray, obviously, it's Ray. She's really good, duh. I played 2 Rose. I was honestly thinking about playing 3 and then cutting Hornet Drones because that card is actually just kind of bad. But what I do like about Hornet Drones is that you can, you know, activate it, then special the Rose, then you have Link material.
Cool. Alright.
And then for the one of Skystriker spells, I played 1 Ego Booster. You don't need to play this anymore without Anaconda. I played the Hornet Drones. You can cut this card, it just kind of sucks. Played 1 Multi-Roll. Obviously you have to play this. Engage is the best card in the deck. I played 2 Area Zero. I think a lot of people are on 1. I just like it because there's like a lot of situations where you can pop it, or you know, you're digging for something. Even though I lost my 8th round or my 7th round because 2 games in a row I Area Zero dug into this card, which really sucks. I played 2 Shark Cannon. 3 is actually okay. I kind of regret not playing 3, so that will definitely be a change. This is definitely a 3-0 right now, especially in going second, just because like I said, you can pop this. It's also just a genuinely good card because it helps against Swordsoul a lot.
Sure.
Like you can just pop the Chi-Jiao and then the Blackout's dead. There's also a lot of decks that play a field spell that can like recur, like ABC, the deck I played against. You know, you just out something and then you can pop the field spell. And then I played 3 Widowmaker. This card's meh. It's a good card, but it's usually how I'm killing people. I made access code literally 2 times today. Yeah. So that's it for the Skystriker spells. For the generic stuff, I played 3 Chalice. This card is actually so good. Like, I'm really like that I played this over Droplet, just because this is a 1-for-1, and Droplet, it feels like you have to dump your whole hand. And I'm not even playing enough monsters to make Droplet worth playing.
Sure.
Because, you know, you need to send a monster, or else it just gets negated by a monster.
Sure.
Tactics. Yeah, it's Tactics. I don't know. This card is really good. I don't know why I didn't play 3. I just didn't want to clog on it, and it is a once per turn. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Then I played Call by the Grave. This card is just really good. Like, yeah, I don't know. It just is Call by the Grave. And then Terraforming, this card adds Mystic Mine. It's the best card in the deck. And then obviously Rhoda, because it adds Ray, and that's the best card in the deck too.
Alright.
And then that's it for like the
spells?
The non-degenerate spells.
Yep.
Mystic Mine is the reason I did well today. This card is actually ridiculous. Sitting under this and just poking with Hayate is just so good. And yeah, definitely a 3-of. It's the only way you can play the deck. Like, there's just a lot of decks where, like,
yep,
it's better than Dark Ruler and Droplet, just because like it sits on the board and it's like pressure. Sure. And then I just played Imperm. This card's cool. I like it. 90% of the time when I activated this card, it wasn't to stop anything they were doing on their turn. It was just to like drop during standby phase to like out something, so I could like drop a Mystic Mine or drop a Multi-Roll or just some card that can out the board.
Very cool, very cool.
So that's it for the main, and then for the extra deck, I played the Token in my extra deck.
Yeah.
I played 3 Hayate. This card's really good. It's definitely, you need to play 3. You go through these pretty fast, and unless you're just sitting under Mystic Mine and poking and poking and poking, you want to have the second and third one.
Sure.
Kagari is Kagari. This card is a mandatory 3-of. It's been a mandatory 3-of, but as long as it's been a 3. Yeah, it has back Engage, and that's ridiculous. Shizuku? I literally ended most of my games with 2 of these in my extra deck. I really don't think you need this card that much, but it does come up. I also played Kaina. A lot of people cut this, and I don't know why, because it wins in time, which is like awkward. It sucks to win in time by gaining 100, but you know, it does its job. Zeke. Zeke is Zeke. You have to play it because it's a generic Link 2 that banishes a card. 90% of the time what I'm doing is activating Mystic Mine, and then I'm, you know, stealing one of their monsters, Widow Anchor or something, and then I'm linking it off, making this, and then I'm banishing itself, so that it'll come back at the end of the next turn, so that Mystic Mine will stick around. And then I can do my regular striker plays on my next turn. But yeah, that's it for the striker, like, extra deck cards. For the non-striker extra deck cards, I played Dark. I don't know why. This card is honestly not that good without DPE. I think I made it one time, and that was just to clear some monsters off the field. Unicorn, I made twice. I make it every single time before I go into access code.
Sure.
Except when I played against Salad. Salad's really funny matchup because they just summon Heat Soul. That card is hilarious because you just Shark Cannon that back, and you either let it sit on the field and just draw constant cards, or you just draw a card and then make an access code.
Yep.
Then we played the access code.
Yep.
Yep, cool. Shout out to Baki for borrowing this to me because I don't have one. And then we played Zeus because this card is ridiculous. It's actually not that good. I only made it like 3 times today, but like every single time I made it, I won. So yeah, I just feel like this card is worth playing because like a lot of stuff can steal. Yep. I was also going to main Change of Heart, but then like I literally scratched it off on my deck list the minute before I submitted it, just because it's like I wasn't gonna play 42 cards. But yeah. So the deck I was most scared of today was Swordsoul, which I literally did not play against once. I played it 2 Token Collector, 3 D Barrier, and then 3 Tikaboo, just for that deck.
Yep.
Yeah, that deck's just really scary because they can just make you go first and you don't really have plays. You're running on 1 Widow Anchor or 1 Disruption of any kind, and then they just OTK you. And it just sucks. So you have these to literally skip the turn to put you back in the game.
Yep. Yep.
And then I played a lot of Eldlich hate. Like, I actually didn't expect that much Eldlich, but my issue is if I did see Eldlich, I have too many main board cards that are just absolutely awful against Eldlich, so I needed to put in cards to take out.
Sure.
Also, yeah, this is good against Branded. D-Berry is good against Branded. I beat 2 Brandeds today. I lost to 2 Brandeds today. I beat 2 Flunders today, and then I beat a Synat deck. It was like really cool actually. It was kind of like Coder Turbo.
Yeah, it's a very cool deck.
Yeah, they U-link you, and they give you Ibly, and then they set up Sanctuary with Bailings, and then so like you can't just crash the Ibly.
Very cool.
And it's just kind of a cool concept.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again, and good luck in the next events.
Yeah.